Okay, we have lesson 4E. Believe it or not, read the sentences below. What's the difference between the adjectives involved? Lea las oraciones de abajo. ¿Cuál es la diferencia entre los adjetivos que están en negrita? ¿Cuál era la diferencia? The previous night was really boring. We were all so bored. ¿Cuál consideran ustedes que es la diferencia? Queda a investigación de ustedes. Veamos si me pueden escribir en el cuaderno cuál es la diferencia. O en el libro, ¿verdad? Bien, next, siguiente. Encierra en un círculo la palabra correcta. Vamos a repasar desde acá, perdón. Sí, aquí sería. Bien, ¿cuál sería la correcta? Excited, frightening, surprised, disappointed. Vamos a darle un poco la respuesta de la pregunta cuál es. Cuando se habla de una persona, Angela looked surprised. El adjetivo termina en ed. Pero si hablamos de alguna cosa, un fenómeno, es decir, algo que no sea una persona, por ejemplo aquí, it no es para objetos animales o cosas, entonces termina en ing el adjetivo. Ahí está la respuesta. Espero que les sirva. Exhausted, shout. ¿Quedó alguno? No, ¿verdad? Next, siguiente.
4E. Believe it or not. Read. A.
It was a warm summer evening. Paul was returning home when he saw two men outside the house of his neighbor, Tom Baker. They were carrying his furniture into a van. He knew that Tom was moving out in a few days, so he walked up to one of the men and said, "Hello, can I give you a hand?" The man was surprised, and he just stood there looking at Paul. That's when the other man said, "That would be great." As soon as Paul helped them finish, the two men quickly got into the van, thanked him, and left. Later, while Paul was having dinner, the doorbell rang. It was Tom, and he looked really shocked. "Someone broke into my house and took everything," he shouted. Paul froze. "I'm so stupid," he thought. Fortunately, Paul gave a clear description of the men to the police, and they found the burglars after only an hour. Paul helped move everything back into the empty house, but he's never offered to help a neighbor again.
How did Paul see outside his neighbor's house? So to me, how did the man feel when Paul offered to help? He was surprised and shocked when went to Paul's house because someone had broken into his house and had taken everything. What happened in the end? The police caught the two burglars. Discuss. Veamos preguntas para ustedes. Copian el cuaderno y las contestan. Have you ever seen a swarm of bees? If yes, how do you feel? Are there any insects you are afraid of? Why? Pueden traducir las preguntas. Ya estamos en bachillerato y no necesitan que les traduzcan. Veamos, las copian y las contestan en su cuaderno. Veamos, tenemos, oirás una conversación por teléfono entre Dave y su amigo Jenny, que han tenido una mala experiencia con las abejas. Antes de que tú escuches, mira la imagen y adivina de cuáles de las palabras debajo serán mencionadas. Luego escucha y revisa tus respuestas. Vamos a ver.
Listen. B. You will hear a telephone conversation between Dave and his friend Jenny, who had a bad experience with bees. Before you listen, look at the picture and guess which of the words below will be mentioned. Then listen and check your answers.
Hey Dave, did I tell you what happened to me in the park on Friday?
No.
It was really frightening. I was eating yogurt with honey and reading a magazine. Suddenly, a bee started buzzing around me, so I killed it with the magazine.
Why did you do that? Bees are our friends.
Oh, I won't do it again, that's for sure. As I was walking back to work, suddenly there was another bee buzzing around my head. Then another, and another. Soon there was a whole swarm of them.
Did they sting you?
A few times, yes. On my neck and arms. So I started running, but I couldn't make them go away.
What did you do?
Well, I was near the river, so I jumped in there, and hid under the water.
Did it work?
No, they were just waiting till I got out. So I got my breath back and ran for it. I tried to find a place to go inside, but all I could see was a bus waiting at the bus stop. So I got on. The people thought I was crazy. The bees just followed me on the bus, so all the passengers got off the bus.
That's unbelievable.
I know. I got off the bus with the others and just ran all the way home. I didn't go back to work that day. But listen to this. I woke up the next morning, and all the flowers in my backyard were full of bees. Millions of them, like they were waiting for me.
Oh, come on, Jenny. I don't believe that.
It's true. I went out through the back door and went to my sister's house. I'm staying there right now.
Yes, and there are millions of bees in the neighborhood waiting for you.
But Dave, listen.
I've had enough of your jokes, Jenny. Goodbye.
Yes, sir. Swarm, sting, buzz, kill, flowers, honey, river. Okay, next, let's move on. Jenny jumped in the river. Vamos a escuchar y pon las oraciones en el orden correcto. Acá tenemos el audio. Para que ustedes vayan a la respuesta, porque si lo pongo otra vez no me queda tiempo a mí. Entonces, para grabar. Entonces ahí está lo que dice. Pueden poner pausa y luego ustedes escriben acá. Escuchen y pon las oraciones en el orden correcto. 3, 1, 7, 6, 5, 2, 4. Ahí está el orden correcto de los sucesos. Bien, cronológicamente ordenados. Bien, veamos qué nos falta. Todo esto. Word activities. En grupos esto no lo podemos hacer. Veamos acá, cuando escribas una oración, una introducción, describe la escena, tiempo, lugar, clima, etc. Introduce los personajes principales. En la parte principal debe ser por lo menos de 2 a 3 párrafos. Mencionar lo que ocurrió y lo que el personaje principal hizo. Y utilizamos frases como esta para contraste, expresiones de tiempo, de contraste, de resultado y de causa o razón. Y al final una conclusión que describa lo que ocurrió al final y hacer un pequeño comentario. Bien, ya con eso vamos a unirlas. Acá sería: So I ran outside, started crying. Aquí tenemos una linking word, because her leg hurt very much. Rick got lost in the forest, but de contraste, he wasn't scared. While, o puede ocupar as, we were exploring the attic, we found a old man. Cuando ponemos las cláusulas de tiempo para separar la principal, buscamos una coma. Bien, aquí dice: mira las imágenes y las palabras de la página 108 y escribe una historia. Siga el plan de abajo. Tiene que hacer una historia basada en la página 108. Busque esta página, revisen si es la misma que tengo yo aquí en esta versión y traten de hacer una historia en su libro con lápiz por si hay errores. No voy a revisar que esté bien, solo voy a revisar que traten de que esté la historia. Oye, no voy a calificar la redacción, solo voy a revisar que lo haga. Bueno, creo que hasta ahí sería todo. ¿Sí? Ok, guys, see ya and take care.